G'day fellow anglers and welcome back to the channel. Your mate, always on the hunt for those bites, is here with another crucial fishing forecast. Today, we're casting our eyes across the vast and wild waters of Australia for a very specific day, January 27th, 2026. Now friends, this isn't just any summer's day. The mercury is set to soar, bringing with it some unique challenges and, for those of us who know our stuff, some incredible opportunities. Stick with me because I'm going to reveal why this day could be surprisingly good or incredibly tricky, depending on your approach. You'll learn exactly where to find those elusive catches and what tricks to pull out of your tackle box. First up, let's talk about the absolute powerhouse of our coastal waters, the yellowtail kingfish. With the ocean temperatures in regions like Sydney averaging a pleasant 23 degrees Celsius and even warmer in some parts, these pelagic predators are going to be on the prowl. Your best bet for kingfish on January 27th will be around coastal headlands, reefs, and offshore fish aggregating devices, or FADs for the uninitiated. Look for areas with strong current breaks where baitfish are congregating. My experience tells me that during these warmer periods, kingfish can be found a bit deeper during the midday sun, so consider targeting them in the mornings and late afternoons when they might push closer to the surface. For tackle, a sturdy spinning setup with 40 to 60-pound braid is essential. Live baits like squid, yellowtail scad, or slimy mackerel are kingfish candy. If you're into lures, large stick baits and poppers worked aggressively on the surface early or late in the day can be explosive. Midday, try jigging with heavy metal jigs around 200 to 300 grams in depths of 30 to 60 meters. Remember, amigos, these fish fight hard, so be ready for a real battle. Now let's head north where the heat is on and the Barramundi are thriving. January is prime time for Barramundi in the tidal rivers, estuaries, and coastal creeks of northern Australia. With water temperatures easily hitting 30 degrees Celsius or more in places like Koroomba, these fish are incredibly active. Look for Barramundi around mangrove edges, submerged snags, rock bars, and deep holes in creek bends. The key here is structure and current. As the extreme heat inland might cause some rivers to run lower, focus on the deeper sections and where fresh flows might bring food and slightly cooler water. A good quality bait casting combo with 30 to 50-pound braid is your weapon of choice. For lures, shallow running hard-body lures in natural baitfish patterns, soft plastics rigged weedless for casting into snags, and even surface poppers or walk-the-dog lures during low light can be incredibly effective. Cast tight to the snags, let your lure pause, and then twitch it. That's often all it takes to trigger a strike from a big barra. Down south, particularly around Melbourne and Port Phillip Bay, the young snapper or pinkies are going to be a reliable target. While the larger snapper might be finishing their spawning runs, the warmer bay waters, sitting comfortably around 20 to 21 degrees Celsius on January 27th, keep the smaller ones active and hungry. You'll want to target them over patchy reef, rubble, and even sandy bottoms near deeper channels. Look for those slight rises or depressions on your sounder. A light to medium outfit with 6 to 10-pound braid will give you a great fight. Best baits include pilchard fillets, squid strips, and even fresh local mussels. Use a paternoster rig or a running sinker rig with a relatively light leader, say 12 to 20 pounds, to present your bait naturally. Fishing early mornings or late evenings will likely yield the best results, as they often retreat to deeper, cooler water during the hottest part of the day. And for those who prefer a more relaxed approach, or if the extreme heat makes other fishing tough, the flathead are a fantastic option, especially in estuaries and sandy flats around Melbourne and other southern coastal regions. These ambush predators love to sit on sandy or muddy bottoms, particularly along drop-offs, weed beds, and estuary mouths. Water temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius are perfect for them. A light spinning outfit with 6 to 10 pound braid and a fluorocarbon leader is ideal. Soft plastics, especially those with a paddle tail or grub tail in natural colours, are incredibly effective when retrieved slowly along the bottom with an occasional hop. Alternatively, strip baits of pilchard or squid fished on a running sinker rig will also do the trick. Remember, flathead love to bury themselves, so keep your retrieves slow and be ready for that telltale thump. All right, let's dig into the nitty-gritty of the conditions for January 27th. We're looking at some seriously hot weather across much of Australia, especially inland where temperatures will hit the high 40s in Celsius. Coastal areas like Melbourne will also experience significant heat, around 41 degrees Celsius. This extreme heat generally means stable atmospheric pressure, which isn't bad for fishing, but the high air temperatures can push fish deeper to seek cooler water. Winds are expected to be light, around 11 kilometers per hour in coastal areas, which is good for boat control but won't provide much chop to stir up bait fish or cover your presence. Crucially, there's very little chance of rain, meaning no sudden freshwater influx or drop in temperature from storms that might otherwise trigger a bite. As for water temperatures, January in Australia is summer and the oceans are warm. We're talking averages of 20 to 24 degrees Celsius in southern coastal waters and a sizzling 30 degrees Celsius or more up north. In Melbourne specifically, the water should be a comfortable 20.8 degrees Celsius. We're also seeing reports of marine heat waves, meaning some areas might have water temperatures a fair bit above average. This warmer water generally increases the metabolism of many fish, making them more active, but extremely hot water can also stress them, pushing them to seek deeper, cooler zones with higher oxygen levels. So, focus on transition lines where cooler water might meet warmer water, or areas with good current. Now for the celestial influence. On January 27th, we have a waxing gibbous moon, about 61 to 68% illuminated and 9 days old. Many experienced anglers, including myself, believe a waxing moon phase generally signifies increasing fish activity due to the building gravitational pull influencing tides and currents. This can often translate into more active feeding periods, especially around dawn and dusk. The moon will be in the sign of Taurus, which some old-school fishermen believe can influence stability. But for most of us, the waxing gibbous is a positive sign for strong tides and active fish. Overall, the fish activity across Australia on January 27th will be a mixed bag, largely dictated by the intense summer heat. In the tropical north, many species like barramundi, mackerel, and trevally will be in their prime feeding periods due to the consistently warm waters. However, in some southern areas, the extreme air temperatures might make some fish more lethargic during the hottest parts of the day, pushing them into deeper water or shaded areas. Marine heat waves could also cause localized stress or shifts in fish populations, so targeting actively feeding species early or late in the day will be key. Considering all these factors, my friends, I'd give the overall bite assessment for Australia on January 27th as capricious to good. It's not going to be an every cast a fish day everywhere. The scorching heat, especially inland and in some coastal areas, could make it challenging during peak sun hours. However, the waxing gibbous moon and the active summer feeding patterns of many species, particularly in the northern waters and southern bays during cooler parts of the day, still offer excellent opportunities for those who are prepared and know where to look. Target those active species, use appropriate tactics for the warm water, and you'll find success. So there you have it, my fishing fanatics. January 27th 2026 is shaping up to be a day of extremes and opportunities across Australia. Whether you're chasing the mighty Barramundi up north, battling Kingfish on the coast, or patiently waiting for a snapper or flathead down south, remember these tips. Stay hydrated, stay smart, and most importantly, enjoy your time on the water. I want to hear your stories. What are your plans for this scorching summer day? What's your go-to bait or lure when the heat is on? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this forecast helpful, please give us a thumbs up, share it with your fishing buddies, and definitely subscribe for more expert insights and fishing adventures. Until next time, stay safe out there, tight lines, and may your cooler be full.